Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. The President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Muhammad Buhari, His Excellency, the Chief Convener and Governor of Kastina State, Right Honorable Aminu Bello Masari, CFR, FINM, the Latin Kastina, Your Excellencies, the Governor of Zamfara, KB, Sokoto, Kano, and Maradi, Your Excellencies, permit me, because of the long and big list of the invited guests, to duly establish and respect all the existing protocol. Against the surreal glow cast by Mr. President's towering presence and the awesome presence of our nation's finest here, it is a great honor for me and members of the Summit Committee to offer these opening remarks. This is truly a momentous occasion. The saying that big ox from little acorns grow is true of this summit and is especially true of today. Indeed, the idea of this summit has humble beginnings. It emerged from the first-hand field experiences gathered during the electioneering campaigns undertaken by His Excellency, the Governor, Right Honorable Aminu Bello Masari, based on the stark realities of the people's condition, seen, heard, and felt, are read alongside what the World Bank termed the Nigerian paradox: poverty in the midst of plenty. His Excellency felt committed to deliver on the dividend of democracy to the people of Kastina State, who so generously voted him and his party into power. One of the most eloquent testimonies of the paradox of poverty in the midst of plenty is played out every day and everywhere. His Excellency went during the campaigns. For instance, a piece of land may be in the possession of a family for a generation, and yet it remains a dead capital because the family could not secure a bank loan on it, as it has no bankable title documents. In Kastina State, apart from the immense agricultural resources the state is endowed with, there are unimaginable minerals deposits. Taken together and linked with her people resources, Kastina State has no business with poverty and unemployment. It is this inherent contradiction that this summit intends to effectively address, to assemble complementary resources into a composite interplay to resolve the paradox of poverty in the midst of bounteous wealth into a broad prosperity for all. To do this will require vision backed by political commitment and the optimization of delivery vehicles in creating extraordinary partnership. Assembling of transforming resources and knowledge platform. It will also require a win-win arrangement. It is to achieve these goals that His Excellency set up the Economic and Investment Summit Committee. Keeping with its terms of reference, the committee studied all the previous efforts made in the same direction and blended these into composite strategy to help chart the pathway into the future. This summit is one outcome of the committee's outlook. Other outcomes of the committee's works include the review of the state incentive policy package, updating the investors handbook which is here, and we have made it available to every investor that is in Kastina. We have equally undertaken need assessment of 140 local entrepreneurs within the state, and we have provided all what they need, and they are here to partner, network with other investors that have come all over the world. And we have this, and we have circulated this to all the summit participants. In addition, the committee also undertook broad consultation with local and foreign investors, some of whom are happily represented here. The details of these will unfold in the course of the summit. The rallying call for the summit converges around the theme unlocking investment potentials for sustainable development. The theme underscores the understanding that all the elements required for the sustainable development of a Kastina state are available in this gathering: people, technology, and finance. The key is to bring them into a virtuous interplay that benefits everyone. And that is the overarching objective of the summit: to couple the aspirations and resources of the state to the varied resources platforms of the investing community from across the nation and the globe. The key summit objectives are to engage all the states and utilized and underutilized natural and human resources towards creating an efficient and prosperous state, create awareness of the state new investment climate and policy thrust, create a robust platform for dialogue with potential investors. Revitalize the private sector for higher returns and employment generation, and enhance the visibility of the state as a viable investment hub, among others. The various strands of this summit are knit around government to business, business to business, and business to consumer. Immediately after the opening ceremonies, the technical session will commence and end tomorrow with a busy schedule of His Excellency, the Governor Aminu Bello Masari, who shall rub minds with the business community assembled to this end. The summit, which brought under this roof our friends and partners from across the globe, may well prove to be Kastina State's finest hour. We are confident that what is done today and tomorrow in this summit will echo in future generations. His Excellency, the Governor of Kastina State, Aminu Bello Masari, the Latin Kastina, in his eloquent and greater detail, will tell you what the summit is all about. I cannot conclude these remarks without acknowledging with gratitude the hard work and commitment of members of this committee who work tirelessly day and night to ensure that this day comes to reality. On behalf of the Summit Committee, I thank His Excellency, the Governor of Kastina State, Aminu Bello Masari, the Latin Kastina, for his unflinching support and total commitment for the cause of the ordinary citizen. I also wish to thank the President Muhammadu Buhari for his commitment to the economic development of Kastina State and Nigeria, as demonstrated by his personal presence at this ceremony in spite of his very tight schedule. I am most grateful for all that are present here today, for taking the time to explore the huge potentials of Kastina State. Thank you.
Laji Jikamshi is an accomplished banker, former Director General, Kano State Chamber of Commerce, and a successful businessman. Another round of applause for him, please. Mr. President, Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, permit me to recognize in our midst the presence of Alhaji Aliko Dangote, GCON, President Dangote Group, and Pastor Tunde Bakari, former Vice Presidential candidate and General Overseer, Later Rains Assembly. We welcome you to this event.
Mr. President, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, the working day and night the last speaker spoke about is predicated on the push they got from the executive governor himself, who has said time and time again that Kastina State needs to get it right through industrialization by optimizing the application of its resources to better the lives of its citizens. This, he has shown amply and demonstrated resolve and commitment. It is my pleasure, therefore, at this point, ladies and gentlemen, to invite the man to officially welcome you to this event. Should I now ask, ladies and gentlemen, that we put our hands together as I invite Right Honorable Aminu Bello Masari CFR, the Latun Kastina, the Executive Governor of Kastina State, for his official welcome address.